And the mistake that we're going to be talking about today is charging too low for your rates. This is something I see all the time. People are just starting out and they really undervalue what they charge their clients. And I'm going to just tell a little story about one of the clinicians in my office. When she first joined the office, I knew she was a really great clinician. Like, it's why I hired her. I knew her, sort of like from Facebook groups and from the community. And I have independent contractors at my group practice, so they get to set their own rates. And when she set her rate, I was like, that is pretty low. I was like kind of surprised. But I didn't really do anything about it at that moment. But in my mind, I'm like, this is going to have to get raised. And so she got her feet wet in the practice, and within a few months, she raised her rates. And I was like, yes, like this is what needed to happen, right? It's probably what she needed to be charging initially, because she is a great clinician. She knows what she's doing. She retains her clients, and she's really personable. Like it's really like a good, I don't know if I was going to call it a trifecta. I don't know if that was three things, but I guess it's like a great personality, highly trained, and it does really well with retaining clients. So if you are thinking about charging too low, I want you to check in with somebody. I want you to say hey, this is what I'm thinking about charging. What do you think? I just want you to get feedback. You don't have to necessarily listen to everybody, but I just want feedback, right? I want you to get some information. I want you to think about am I a highly trained clinician? Do I have the trainings that I need to really be effective with my clients? What kind of feedback do I get from my clients? If you're not sending out client surveys, you need to be sending out client surveys. On this particular clinician, all of the surveys that came back from her were great. There was not one complaint. Nothing was, amiss, and people had really nice things to say about her. And so you want to be collecting data so you can get some feedback. And, what kind of personality do you have? What kind of natural skills do you bring to the therapy room, right? I think that's really important. Some people are naturally extroverted. They engage clients very quickly. Some people are more introverted, allow the clients to take up a lot of space in the room. And I think either of those are really great. I think your style is probably going to be really personal to you. It doesn't have to be one particular way, but you need to really take into account your own personal strengths and what you're bringing to the therapy room. And you need to charge what you're worth. And it's not charge what you're worth. Okay, I'm worth $5,000 and I'm going to find 20 clients a week to pay me $5,000. That's not within the market rate. Nobody pays $25 for a can of soda, but we do pay $3 for a can of soda when we're in the airport or when we're at a concert, right? So there are some times when, our market value goes up depending on demand. So you do need to take those things into consideration, but I want you to check in. I'm willing to answer, for you if you want to comment below, this is my rate, these are my trainings, and this is what my retention looks like. Am I charging too little? I think that is something that we can definitely dive into, because you need to charge what you're worth. You need to make the money that you want to make, because you have big goals and big dreams that you want to achieve. And money is going to be one of the avenues that's going to allow you to do that. So I want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. If you're looking for a great electronic health record that can really be a full service electronic health record for your practice, whether you're doing a solo practice or a group practice, you can write your notes, you can send treatment plans for your clients to sign. You can do billing, both private pay and insurance, and they have a wonderful customer service. If you are looking for an electronic health record, I want you to check out TherapyNotes. So going back to charging what you're worth, again, I see therapists charge anywhere as low as $50 to $250 an hour, $350 an hour. That's, pretty much the range that we see. It could be higher in some areas, maybe lower in other areas, maybe not any lower than 50, or if you're, pre-licensed or you're doing pro bono work. So if you're, within the $100 to $200 range, I want you to really ask yourself, is it time for me to raise my rate? Do I need to go to 125? Do I need to go to 150? And is there, am I confident enough to do that? I want you to say in your mind, yes, I am confident enough to ask for the next rate up. And then I want you to, work on your money story and work on knowing that you are worth asking what you're going to be charging and that you don't have to balk at it, and that maybe your marketing just needs to be better in line with who you're, going after in terms of your rate and who can, afford your rate, and how you can do things like offer super bills or out of network benefits. That's probably one of the best ways that we have converted a lot of people to private pay, is offering super bills and we actually bill directly to their insurance. And so it's been a pretty smooth transition. We're not just necessarily going after affluence clients, but clients who have really great, PPO insurance plans. So there's a lot of different ways that you can feel comfortable in charging your rate, and know that I support you in that process. And we are here answering questions most days of the week. And I will see you soon, everybody. Bye.